Now, during this Good News Ministries course on how to turn your crosses into resurrection, we're going to think more deeply about the crown of thorns that Jesus suffered on Good Friday. We can think of the part of his body that was attacked during this particular torture. It was his head, right? The head is where we think. The crown of thorns represents the damage that the world has tried to do to the body of Christ on earth by piercing our thoughts with lies, by piercing our thoughts with rejections of Jesus and his way, his thoughts. We all have thorns in our lives that we've accepted from the world, that we are with the world embedding into Jesus' head. He is still suffering. For example, one of the thorns is how we belittle other people. When we hurt other people's thought processes about themselves, about the teachings of the church, any way that we damage the thought processes of someone else, we are driving another thorn into Jesus' head. And Jesus is bleeding again. There's another drop of blood streaming down his face. Why does he allow this? Why did he allow it on Good Friday? Because every one of those drops of blood is redemptive. For example, anytime someone has belittled you, put you down, caused you to have low self-esteem, caused you to stop doing what Jesus wanted you to do, or to not pursue the calling that Jesus has for you, these belittlings, these attacks against your thought processes are streaming down Jesus' face as blood. That blood which we receive every time we go to Mass and receive Jesus' precious body and blood in the Eucharist, that blood becomes our conversion, our empowerment to overcome that belittling, to overcome the lies of the world, to overcome all those attempts, all those things that were said, all those intentions or accidents that happened to us that have slowed us down from doing what God is calling us to do. All those things that have made us stray away from God's way of living. That blood, which we receive in the Eucharist, becomes our healing, our redemption, our power to overcome these things and start living and believing the way Jesus wants us to. Every time we change our minds about following the world instead of following Jesus, every time we look into the teachings of the church to say, now, what is really being taught here? What's the scriptures saying about this? Where's the love behind this? Aha! Now I'm understanding it better because there is love behind this. Every time that happens, we are experiencing resurrection, renewal, new life, which brings new joy. This is the victory that Jesus wanted to win when he accepted the crown of thorns. Every time we inflict the pain of a thorn on someone else by belittling them, leading them in the wrong direction, lying to them, arguing with them and wanting to win the argument even if they're right. All those various ways that we confuse other people, the ways we affect their thinking, that is not Jesus working through us to affect their thinking for the good, for the glory, for the truth. Every time we do that to others, we are inflicting Jesus with the crown of thorns, and he is shedding another drop of blood for us. And then we go to the sacraments. We receive Jesus in confession. We receive Jesus in the precious blood of the Eucharist. And we are empowered to become who Jesus calls us to be and who the Father created us to be. And that, my friends, is the victory that Jesus was hoping for when he accepted the crown of thorns on that first Good Friday.